So I was one of the lucky few to draw a archery bull elk tag here in Pennsylvania. Got the phone call, on Saturday afternoon, and I couldn't have been more excited. Looking through the different things, I was able to get connected with Hicks Outfitters, which really took a lot of the pressure off me getting things figured out and thinking about scouting and stuff, especially with a 4-week turnaround. It's a quick turnaround. I only live 3 hours away, but even still, getting down here and making sure that I have places to go and all that sort of stuff and where the elk are, it took a lot of that pressure off, and it made it really easy. It was really an overall amazing experience. I couldn't say enough good things that from the experience here at Hicks Run to even just the elk hunting in general. So I came down, met with Jeff and my guide Brian. They really laid out everything I needed to have ready in order to start the hunt. Everything from legality stuff, from the licenses and stuff like that, to other stuff like making sure I had the right gear and being ready for it. So my guide Brian and I went out the one day I came down and met with Jeff. Brian and I went across our entire zone. He really gave me a great lay of the land, and even when I wasn't down here, Brian was constantly sending me updates about what he was able to find. I was able to get a lot of pictures of bulls that he was seeing in the area, and it really kept me very excited and looking forward to it. We were able to call a little bit. Brian made some cow calls. He made one bugle, and that bull came in screaming mad, trying to figure out who was in there chasing his cows. And it really was a perfect scenario. You couldn't have wrote it up better. He walked right into us, bugled at about 40 yards, stepped about to 30, and I was able to make a great shot. And from there, we backed out and did what we normally do as hunters, and gave him some time, and were able to recover him. And it was literally textbook. So for me, I wanted to make sure I did everything in my control to make sure that when the time came, I was going to be as ready as possible. So every day I was spending an hour and a half shooting as many arrows as I could, out to 60 and 70 yards, just so that I knew if he was at 50 or 60 that I was going to be dialed in, and it wasn't even have to be a question. I took my fitness pretty seriously. I started running every day or hiking with a weighted pack on, just to make sure that there was no reason for me to get in the way of being successful. We really unique and cool opportunities is where we had Friday, our giant horse come in, and we got him on a pack sled and were able to pull him out. Really, we just had to gut him out. We didn't have to quarter him or anything like that. And we pulled him out, got him on the trailer, and we were able to get him back to the lodge to hang and cool down. The lodge we stayed in was great. It felt like just exactly what I wanted, and you feel like you're getting away, and it really feels like you're in a hunting camp. Real home kind of vibe, and it was great. The food was amazing. Every morning they were up cooking breakfast at 4 in the morning, and as soon as you got back in the evening, there was dinner ready. Even if you got back late, they kept dinner out for you. Even accommodated to make sure that you had lunch on that day. You can make sandwiches. Honestly, it was an incredible experience. I think a lot of people here, it was more than just a guide-hunter relationship. I felt like I made friendships here. I know I'll stay in touch with Brian for a long time, and it was really a phenomenal experience. It couldn't have been a better time for me.